There are so many temptations in this world. All the delicious things to eat that haunt us when we get on the scale. The new fashions to wear or drive or have in your home. The faraway places that beckon us to visit. And add to that all the temptations to sin. Just pick your favorite one. But probably the most pernicious temptation is that one that urges you to give up or to never start. After all, why enter a race that you can't win? Why start a diet that you know you'll give up on? What use is there to starting those French lessons? You couldn't learn it in school. What makes you think you will be able to parler français when you go to Paris next year? And that voice in your head that just screams at you, "Give up, loser," after you signed up for that gym membership and saw all those lithe young bodies bounding about while you're gasping for breath just riding the stationary bike. And when you're hearing "loser," it has nothing to do with your weight. It's that defeatist approach that traps and discourages us. No point in applying for that job or that promotion. Why do we think we're qualified? Why would we get picked over the others who are putting their names forward? It even thwarts romance. She can't really want to go out with me. She's probably just trying to make the one she does want jealous. Or, I'll never be woman enough for him, and he'll cheat on me and break my heart. No way, I'm going to take the chance. And yet it's in taking on chances and challenges, in daring and doing, that life becomes fulfilling. No, you won't win everything. Yes, you will fail and fall flat on your face. But sometimes those are the best lessons you get in life, because so often you discover that you were able to do more than you ever dreamed you could. If you don't challenge yourself to be the best that you can be, it is guaranteed that you will never be. Sure, you're not always right. No one is. We all slip and fall. We walk away from people and problems. We sleep in rather than go to church. We drive too fast. We fail ourselves more than any other. For, as Rosemary Clooney, Frank Sinatra, and Nat King Cole sang, "Nothing's impossible, I have found, for when my chin is on the ground, I pick myself up, dust myself off, and start all over again." It's in making the commitment to yourself to never be put off doing what you know is good by the negative tone that sounds in the back of your mind, and when you're not sure that you can do it, or that it costs too much or will be too hard. Sometimes we can't do things right away. My desire to go to the Yukon when I was a teenager wasn't realized until I was in my 50s. And the dream wasn't abandoned. It was realized. Quitting school doesn't mean that your education is over. You can go back to evening classes, online classes, independent study. There are endless possibilities. And when you're a mature student, there's a lot more freedom to pick and choose what to study, what to take, and what you really want to do. The plans your parents had for you to someday take over the family restaurant or become a lawyer or a ballerina, they no longer count. And you can try out all the different things that appeal to you. It doesn't have to contribute to a career. It can just enrich your life or answer questions that puzzle you, whether it's how physics works, how to master chess, or that everyday guide to wine. The Great Courses catalog has been sitting on my desk, open to how to sing, and I'm working up the courage to take on the challenge that has haunted me since grade school. I just don't hear that I'm not singing the same tune that everyone else is, and I don't know how to do it. I've tried singing in the choir as a child, in private lessons as a postulant, and endlessly in the shower. So maybe this time will be the magic one that works. And having admitted to you that I'm contemplating it, I'm just going to have to enroll now. Success can be found in the failures as well as the wins. After all, if your goal is to learn how to swim, and everybody else in the class can do 10 laps by the end, and you only made it to 5, that's still a success. You have learned to swim. Maybe not as well as others did. Maybe not as well as you wanted to do. But The lake is still there. Lessons are always on offer. The swimming pool at the local community center is still open. You have the basics. You can carry on. Or you can decide your fear of the water has been conquered, and that was the real goal. Now, to move on to the next one. Unrealistic expectations can result in failure, but it's amazing how often you succeed. Sure, it's one of those lovely miracles when your first attempt at bread making succeeds, and that was unrealistic. But if it takes trying till the 20th attempt, you still have succeeded. Think of the great artists who never knew success in their lifetimes. It is said that Van Gogh only sold one painting in his lifetime, the Red Vineyard at Arles in 1890, for a measly 400 Belgian francs. And yet his creation of over 2,000 pieces of artwork are admired worldwide today. And in 2021, one sold for over $35 million. And what about the many publishers who rejected great books before someone took a chance? Think of never having had a chance to read these books if the authors had given up. Anne of Green Gables was rejected by 4 publishers. Harry Potter had 8 rejections. And Gone with the Wind, an unbelievable 38 rejections. The point is that those artists didn't give up because painting or writing or composing was too important to them. Maybe they had to wait tables or drive taxis or be the starving artist in the garret, but it was all worthwhile. They knew that the challenge had to be accepted, and they took it on. Next time you face a decision, make sure you're not defeated by the possibility of failure. Be honest, but be optimistic. Take the bull by the horns and try. Sign up for the course. Enroll despite your fears. Apply for the new job, even if you only learn how to write a better CV or respond more confidently to the questions of the interviewer. You have succeeded in learning something about yourself and the process, and that will serve you well the next time you see that dream job, or at least one that's a stepping stone. Success and failure are 2 sides of the coin, so flip it and then play on. You have everything to gain, no matter the outcome, as long as you do not allow the temptation to give up to overcome you. Treat yourself to the adventure of trying and winning. And may God bless your efforts and console you when you slip and fall. Take up the challenge of living a full and complete life. And when the challenge goes belly up, just remember to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and start all over again. See, I really do need those lessons. So may it be. Amen. In failing to be the best that you can be, you shortchange your life. You need to know why you're making the choices you are making, at risk of giving temptation control of all you do. And never defeat yourself before you begin by giving in to the tempting devil of self-doubt.